Hello, do you like my shirt? Today I thought I could be talking about my first time getting drunk. I was just going through all my drunk memories I've had so far, which are scaringly many. I mean, I am 18 and alcohol is legal in Austria when you're 16. That concluded me being drunk for the first time with 15 years, really. I had drank alcohol before, but not an excessive amount. I was kind of scared of it. I don't know why. Anyway, let's get to the story. So it was me and my best friend, and we were at my grandparents' holiday house, which is in a beautiful little village called Spitzzicken. It's in a part of Austria called Burgenland, which translates to Castle Land, I guess. Typical Austrian name. And the thing about that village is you have to know a few things. First of all, the average age is probably about 104. Second of all, there's nothing there but houses, a church, and a restaurant that's only open on Sundays. Oh yeah, and a cemetery. So I don't even know why exactly we went there, but I would always go for the obligatory grandparents visit, and I decided to drag my friend with me because I was so bored there after one day that I might as well just die. So I was like, hey, don't you want to come with me and we can be bored together? So we went there, we had a nice first day, and then we went swimming, and we went to another village, which is basically the next bigger village, and we went to the supermarket there, and we were like, okay, we want to have a party, aka get drunk, I guess, even though we never really had gotten drunk. But we were like, let's just buy some alcohol. Okay. So what did we buy? A freaking $3 vodka they had there, probably made out of dead babies. So we bought that. The cashier didn't ask for our ID because, you know, who are we kidding? No one asks for your ID in Austria. We didn't even buy orange juice. We just bought straight up vodka. I was more hardcore back then than I am right now. Wow. Anyway, we were driving back home. Of course, my grandma didn't know anything about it because obviously she would have been strictly against it since we were not even allowed to drink alcohol with 15. So we got home. We waited until it got a little bit dark, and then we told my grandma, we're just going up to the old playground. Side note, the old playground is behind the old school, which is called old school because it got closed 4 years ago because it only had 6 students left. Anyway, we were sat there, and I remember we didn't have a shot glass. We only had the bottle. We were like, we don't want to drink out of the bottle. We want to take shots. So we took, oh my god, we took the cap of my deodorant, which was about the size of a shot glass, and just kept taking shots out of the deodorant cap, which, by the way, tasted horrible because it added this chemical deodorant taste to our vodka, which was not nice. But I mean, vodka is pretty shit already, so it kind of made the shit only a little more shitty. So we were sat there, then we were talking to my friend on the phone, like, oh yeah, we're drinking, oh, we're so cool. Not. Then at some point we decided that we would, like, leave the playground and just wander through the village, and I think I was pretty drunk already. All I can remember, we were sat on the pavement. Suddenly, there was a group of guys, like 4 or 5 guys that we hadn't seen before. I was surprised that Spitzzicken had children. I was like, who the fuck are you? And they were like, oh yeah, I bet that isn't vodka. They're just drinking water, pretending that they're drunk. And I was like, go on, take a sip, take a sip. He took a sip, nearly puked himself. I was like, told you. We just kind of went down the hill and sat down in the grass right before my house. And those 2 guys had come with us. They obviously wanted something. And we were sat in the grass, and by that point I was like drinking like that from the bottle, which is never a good idea if you're drinking vodka. Do not do that. There was a point where a switch flicked and I was gone. Like, I was what you might call pissed drunk. Pissed drunk. I had never been that drunk before, and I'm not planning on ever getting drunk like that again. I remember kind of lying on the floor, and then I saw my grandma walking out of the house, because she had called me like a billion times. I was like, oh yeah, no, Grandma, we're coming home soon, we're just having fun. It was like 10. My grandma worries a lot. So she walks out of the house, and she didn't see us, and like walked around where we were sitting, and Francie was like, it's your grandma, it's your grandma, it's your grandma. And then she walked back again, and she saw us and came towards us. And then she obviously picked us up. What the fuck is wrong with you? And why did you drink? What's wrong with you? Why did you get drunk? And we just stood up, and I was so drunk. I don't think Francie was that drunk, TBH. She wasn't acting that drunk. But I was gone. I was stumbling. I couldn't see. Everything was spinning. I couldn't walk. I didn't understand. All that I kept saying was, no, Grandma, I'm not drunk. I swear to God, I'm not drunk. I didn't drink anything. We didn't drink any alcohol. Very convincing. Then Francie tried walking into the wrong house. By accident, by the way. Made my grandma even more angry, because she was like, how drunk are you? You don't even know where our house is. And anyway, we were walking into the house. I don't know how I got undressed. I don't remember it anymore. All I remember is that I fell into bed and like started sleeping. My friend, she was so worried about me. She told me later, she was like staying awake, like waiting. Am I still breathing? True friendship. I was fucking wasted, and I was lying in my bed, and I didn't even realize anymore. I just noticed that I kind of sat up, and then the vomiting began. So my friend started giving me her t-shirts, her pants. She even gave me her bag to vomit in, just so I wouldn't vomit onto the bed.
True friendship.
She probably hated me in that moment, which I can totally understand. It was that terrible for me, actually. I was just like, that's how my night went. So yeah, there I was, puking everywhere with my friend handing me her t-shirts and bags so the puke wouldn't dribble all over my bed. And a funny side story, which is why I also think karma doesn't exist, because she was being such a good friend, what did the universe decide to do? A wasp flew into the drawer she was hiding the dirty clothes in. And the next time she opened the drawer to put another t-shirt that I had vomited on into the drawer, the wasp stung her because it had been trapped in the freaking drawer and was panicking. My friend opened it, it just stung her right in the finger. So, if karma does exist, it really is a bitch. Anyway, the next morning, I felt good. Believe it or not, I did not have a hangover. Even though I puked up my entire stomach contents, nothing, no hangover. I was a little bit tired, a little bit groggy, probably because I was completely dehydrated. And so what we then did was that we were washing out the clothes in my bathroom sink. The smell, oh my God, we nearly puked ourselves while doing that, but I couldn't look my grandma in the eyes. I apologized a billion times, but I could not put those dirty clothes in the washing machine. That was not going to happen, so we washed it out by hand. We spent the entire day in front of the television, 12-hour television marathon. We didn't even go outside. We just stayed inside the whole day watching TV. Wow, that was such a crap idea. So remember, kids, don't down vodka. Anyway, I've now matured and drinking smoothie instead of vodka.
Okay.